Welcome to your journey through the Canal Avenue Regeneration Masterplan in Mullingar. We are moving south along the Royal Canal Greenway. To our right, you can see proposed residential units in a landmark gateway building named Block A. The block opens up on the corner, providing community functions at this key gateway and arrival point for Mullingar. Where the Royal Canal meets the River Brosna, a newly proposed ramped and stepped route provides universal access and creates a memorable experience as you descend into the heart of the master plan. Moving along the route, we navigate the level change gradually, surrounded by areas of high quality landscaping. As we descend, the proposed Part 8 residential development comes into view ahead. At the end of the ramp, where we turn direction, Block A will become visible to us again. The existing underpass connection at the River Brosna is maintained and upgraded to improve access and safety, and the existing heritage structure will be retained. Proposed own-door townhouse units can be seen along Firemills Road in the background. We continue our journey on the banks of the River Brosna along a proposed green linear park. This is the green spine of the scheme, a hive of biodiversity and an area which will contribute to the decarbonisation of Mullingar. The design of the River Brosna Linear Park creates vibrant and appealing public realm, establishing a strong sense of place in the area of Mullingar. High quality planting and seating areas are proposed here. Moving along the walkway, we begin to gain glimpses towards the new master planned area. A proposed residential block comes into view. We now enter the central public realm space, which is flanked by a variety of housing typologies. A new residential block to our left provides a mix of uses at ground floor and residential units above, which together will help to improve animation, passive surveillance of the central space, and therefore a sense of safety in the area. You can see a later living zone to our right, consisting of own-door independent living units and a nursing home with pedestrian access provided directly from this space. We are now looking towards the junction of McCurtain Street and the River Brosna Linear Park. We approach another key node at McCurtain Street, where priority will be given to pedestrians moving along the linear park. Crossing McCurtain Street, we can see a new cafe pavilion and stopping point for people traversing the route into town. This is a place to meet and to gather. This is a generously landscaped route proposed to connect users back into town along the River Brosna, encouraging recreation, play and movement, with opportunities to rest and seating provided. We now change direction, starting at the junction of Firemills Road and McCurtain Street, adjacent to Cusack Park. Own-door later living units can be viewed in the foreground. We now turn our gaze southeast along McCurtain Street. This section of the street is designed to prioritise pedestrian and cyclist movement. Later living units front onto the street from the left, with planted privacy strips dividing front doors from the public route. As we move towards the junction of McCurtain Street and the banks of the River Brosna, a key pedestrian crossing comes into view. As we approach the River Brosna Linear Park, we can see the benefits that this high-quality public realm can provide in terms of animation, amenity, and recreation. This zone comprises of a mix of hard and soft landscaping, designed to be flexible for the needs of all users. We turn our gaze to look along the park, glimpsing the existing Part 8 residential scheme at the end of the route. On the right, a proposed residential block provides ground floor activation into the central space. Equally, on the left, the nursing home block overlooks and frames the space. As we move southeast again, towards the junction of McCurtain Street and Canal Court, a newly proposed home zone begins to come into view. Turning east, we head along Canal Court, designed to have a quiet street character with a series of own-door, terraced townhouse dwellings and family homes. The introduction of landscape traffic calming measures and planted privacy strips will contribute to the neighbourhood character of this street. As the new townhouse terrace ends, Canal Court is proposed to be realigned here to open the vista up to the canal, emphasising the critical connection between Mullingar town and the Royal Canal Greenway, and enabling ease of movement for pedestrians and cyclists. We now approach a proposed residential development consisting of 2 townhouse units related to the scale of Canal Court and a residential block behind, which serves as the southern gateway point along the Royal Canal, creating further links into the master plan area and the town. Active frontage is provided on the corner of the residential block and the existing wayleave to adjacent properties is maintained. Turning north, we begin to navigate the small level change between the ground level and the canal path level. There is an opportunity here to improve the canal side public amenity space by providing biodiverse planting and spaces where people can stop and rest. Turning south again, we can appreciate the importance of the Royal Canal Greenway and its benefits to the community of Mullingar. From here, the proposed residential block along the canal can be viewed in its entirety. Its design aims to improve the waterfront amenity and activation for years to come, creating a positive precedent for regeneration. We continue to move south along the canal, exiting the plan area, in the direction of Austin Friar Street Bridge, which is visible in the background, establishing another critical connection to Mullingar Main Street.